Say yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you ready for me to go higher, say higher.
Higher.
If you want me to go deeper, say deeper.
Deeper.
If you ready for some poetry, say yeah.
Yeah.
She said, get up, get out, and get your life together. They not gonna like you because you're nice forever. Now you got the rest of that piece. Going on. If you're ready for some poetry, say yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I sit back and listen to the sound of my life. And it's the sound of a struggle. No, it's the sound of a fight. It's the sound of a drop of a gavel and a trial by fire. It's the sound of screams in a pit crossed with a mile of wire. And I'm so used to the chaos that it puts me to sleep when I dream. My pockets filled with cream, but I know it's a dream because that just can't be me. I got no way of getting it. At least not in large amounts to get a few cars in a larger house. Once I get something to count, they got the rest start splitting. Seems to be no legal way to stack these bills even a little bit. So I've been considering moving these packs to get new shoes in the lack because the cat in my dream chose to do that. And now he's a boss. Kingpin in the streets. And I've been wishing and hoping that maybe one day we could meet to discuss strategies, find out how hard he had to be, how many tragedies till his work was complete. But I don't want to go back to sleep. So I stay awake till 3, 4, and 5 in the morning until they arrive with the dawn, and I work on my skills to the pen, so fear and anxiety can never chill me against it. I can't work whenever, but it will stay filled to the brim. Born filled up with sin. I don't need to add more. Once you enter a room like this, you can't go back through that door. More money, more problems. Words were never true or before, because money proof for the mud will leave a man with words in his skull, so I stay awake and listen to better days. Listen to children play with death and destruction. I gotta do something because the feeling in my gut is like my soul is erupted, but nothing comes to mind because my rhymes will reflect a life of crime. Open and victimized. None of my men with the early demise. When I see shit like this, it's from the outside. Young was lies punctuated by shrines that were built with teddy bears with bloody tears in their eyes. Next to bottles of my wet with no liquor inside. Sit this beside a crucifix until you ask me why I think this shit is crazy. Young mothers are burying babies. And the streets have laryngitis. Soon the voice will be gone if you keep needing moments of silence. They call it black on black violence. To me, it's more of a sociological violence. So much anger inside us that when the guns are provided, the parasite is divided to take control. And the liquor takes our soul, takes a hold on reality. So I'll make sure that poison stays out of me, because lately after heard about dreams are going to sleep. And that scares me, because sleep is a cousin of death. And I know I ain't ready to take that step yet. So I stay awake. You ready for some poetry? Say yeah.
Yeah.
You ready for some poetry? Say yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to put an end to dark first? Say yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to get rid of the death penalty? Say yeah.
Yeah.
You tired of these fool-ass motherfuckers beating on women? Say yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If you want me to keep going, be quiet. We watch innocent lives in telescopic eyeballs, while innocents were murdered with telescopic rifles. We watched while helicopters passed by to show you news instead of give help to all of those who really needed it. They needed us to see that it was truly a tragedy because no one watches the news unless it's covering calamity. Followed by the president as he stands to speak. My fellow Americans, I extend my hand to thee, but not to give you the aid you need and so strong the desire, but to harvest your tears. From my tears, my plane flies by thee. Although I am pain and learning your condition, I'm coming to the end of my term in this position. My decision might have swayed in another direction, and solving the problem could help me to get a re-election. But soon these issues will all be out of my possession until you use war overseas to satisfy your obsession with the negative. So watch as I send ambitious men and women to finish minding my father's business. Just watch, because as long as you watch, you can't be stopped. So watch while they keep all information tied in knots. Just watch, and in case you start to get mad at me, I'll call this one tragedy and plan an exit strategy, which really strategizes passing the tragedy to the guy that comes in after me. That way none of the blame can land on me. Just watch. While we watch, and watch, and watch things plummet. In a single minute, something could be finished. And yet, all of your concerns is how we can't afford our fur while there's still 200,000 plus dying in Darfur. So I wonder, where is your mind at? Some other folks used to ask me, where are your rhymes at? I told them they was in my heart, but they need to be in somebody else's. For me, I've been spending too much time being selfish. I thought I was helpless, and I looked at a true situation going on overseas, and oh, you see, oh, so you see, oh, can you see? But no, you won't, because you don't want to see, because what you don't want to see stands right in front of you and in front of me, and where we are is exactly what we say we want to be. But we claim that if we leave the country to be better, but understand the economy is plummeting, but it's still better than other places where they're facing eviction from places they didn't even get to build right. See, we got folks living underneath cow dung calling that home, and you living in a small 2-bedroom condominium and say you don't want to spend the night alone. So ask yourself, what is it you really have? Where are you really at? If your pen's moving, where's it moving to? If it's moving to you, it's moving the wrong direction, because you can't fix yourself in any kind of self-correction, because the mirror never tells you the truth. Nah, the mirror never tells you the truth. So me, it's been a long time since I've been moving the pen, but I do keep the pen moving within so I can get up here and maybe do it again, but if I ever move the pen again, it'll be for somebody else's sake. Because all I got to do is say, forget the pen. In fact, now fuck the pen. Put my hands together like this, close my eyes, maybe keep them to the sky and asking why it is that I try, and I'm still scared of when I might die. But if you're living for a cause, you shouldn't be afraid to die for it. I figured out my cause was me, that's why I was scared to die for it. Because if I don't get where I want to be before I die, then my cause is lost. And I'm tired of living for lost causes. Yeah, where I come from and where you come from and where you come from may be different. But there's other folks who don't get to come from where they come from because they get to see the sky before they even get to be living. Ask yourself, where is it that you are really? Are you out in the club doing the Superman and getting silly? Is it really your problem if there's no other way for us to solve the ones overseas? So you go back to the same spot and do the wobble wobble while you dance in the BIC? I need to know. I would like to find out. See, I used to tell you that a lot of people shake my hand and tell me that I'm sick, but on days I know I'm garbage, I'm to say the same shit, but I was selfish. So if you want to hear that, you got to come talk to me later when we're actually going to share a conversation about honesty. See, I chose the name prophecy. It was not bestowed upon me because I figured maybe that's one day I could get them all to see that I was actually what I said I was, but I can't be what I said I was if I keep saying I'm a douche and I can't do it. If I'm going to use skills I can't use because I ain't never had. See, I used to use a pen all the time to write shit to make other people sad, or maybe to make a couple of them mad or to piss some folks off. Then I said, fuck the pen, I can freestyle and piss some folks off. So then they told me for 6 months I had to be absent. That's why Coco don't see this flow no more. So, oh no, I had to go. Oh, wait, no, fix it. Back, focus. You notice that there's a little bit of nothing going on. My mind's ferocious. It's mad at me because I'm telling the truth to somebody else but me. Because if I can't tell it to myself, how can I make you see? So I used to talk to the mirror, but the mirror don't tell the truth. Because if I get dressed in coordinating colors, I'm feeling like a fly little youth. So maybe it's the fact that it doesn't see beneath the skin. If I had an X-ray mirror, then maybe I could actually examine within. But I'm afraid of the radiation. They say the UV can kill you. So honestly, why would I want to fill up on something X-rated? But if I had to get an X-ray, it would show me something X-rated. Because the next rated is the one that's actually the best rated. The test of raters of the lost art. See, being true was actually the lost art. And a lost cause. So I figured, forget living for it. I'll ask a simple question, and I'll see if I get the right reply. If you're ready for some poetry, say yeah.
Yeah.
If you're ready for some poetry, say yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me to go deeper, say deeper.
Deeper.
If you want me to go higher, say higher.
Higher.
I used to have a habit of taking too much time on the microphone. Plain and simple. A little long-winded. But I wasn't strong-winded. See, I had a lot of hot ideas, couple of punchlines, but it wasn't nothing strong in them. It's like coffee diluted with water. You're trying to get the caffeine, then why bother? And we need to find a way to get a caffeinated change, because even Obama can make things look the way they used to be, now they're going to stay the same. Because in about 7 years, 8, assuming he gets 2 terms, because I have a feeling he might die before he gets a second term, but that's just my opinion, because some folks don't want to see him living, but before he gets the position, they're not going to get him to end it. So forget it. Anyway, my point is that nothing will be different until you make it so. Yeah. You say there's a lot of shit wrong, but you won't